Sally that girl in the kitchen. Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Sally that girl in the kitchen. In today's episode, I'm going to teach you how to make vanilla cupcakes with a rainbow buttercream frosting. How fun does that sound? I decided that I wanted to make something fun and colorful and festive in this episode because this time of year, a lot of us are celebrating birthdays in my home, and some of us are celebrating some milestone birthdays. So I figured, what could be more fun than some fun, colorful, beautiful cupcakes that we can decorate ourselves? So let's not wait another second and let's get started with the fun. For the vanilla cupcake part of the recipe, you will need 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 1/4 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/8 teaspoon of salt, 2 large eggs, 3/4 cup caster sugar, which is preferred, or 1 scant cup of regular sugar, 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter, 2 teaspoons of pure vanilla extract, 1/2 cup of whole milk, and 1 1/2 teaspoons of vegetable oil. For the rainbow buttercream frosting part of the recipe, you will need 2 sticks of unsalted butter, softened, 4 1/2 cups of powdered sugar, 1 tablespoon of pure vanilla extract, 5 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream, and 5 gel food colors of your choice. For decorating your cupcakes, you may also want some fancy sprinkles and some edible glitter or gold luster, but those are completely optional. You will also need a cupcake tray and 12 cupcake liners, some plastic wrap, 5 small bowls and spoons with either 5 toothpicks or 5 bamboo skewers, a large bowl and 2 or 3 medium bowls, a liquid measuring cup, a dry measuring cup, some measuring spoons, a rubber spatula, some spoons for mixing, a cooling rack, a handheld blender, a tall glass, a scissor, and 5 Ziploc bags or pastry bags. A pastry bag fitted with tip 199, which is a star tip. And if you're going to be using your glitter, then you're also going to need a flat decorating brush. And finally, you will need a whisk. So now that we have all of our ingredients and tools together, let's get started on making these fun vanilla cupcakes with rainbow buttercream frosting. The first thing you're going to want to do is preheat your oven to 350 degrees, as we are going to want our oven nice and hot when our mixture is ready. Then line your cupcake tray with 12 cupcake liners. Now grab your large bowl, and to it you are going to want to add your flour. Once you get all of your flour in, then you are going to want to add your baking powder, and then you will add your salt. Then grab your whisk and make sure that all of your dry ingredients are very well combined. Then set this large bowl aside and grab one of your medium bowls and your 2 large eggs. Then crack each of your eggs into this bowl and grab your handheld blender, because we are going to beat these eggs with the handheld blender on high for about half a minute or so. We are looking to get the eggs nice and frothy. Once your eggs are ready, measure out your sugar, and then we are going to add the sugar little by little into our bowl. We are looking to incorporate it really well, so put your handheld blender on high and slowly add your sugar while you continue to blend. Incorporating all of the sugar shouldn't take you too long, maybe about a half a minute to a minute at most. But continue blending the mixture for a full 5 minutes on high once you have incorporated all the sugar. We want to get our mixture really light and fluffy, and you will notice as you continue to mix that the color starts to become more and more pale. That's precisely what we want. We want our mixture to go from a yellow to almost white. Now, once the 5 minutes have passed and your mixture is ready, it is now time to start incorporating the dry ingredients. So bring them over and add them in about a third at a time. Each time you pour some of the dry ingredients in, remember to turn your mixer on to your lowest setting and then just beat for a few seconds until you no longer see the dry ingredients. And repeat this process 3 times until you've incorporated all of your dry ingredients into your wet ingredients. You only need to mix a few seconds each time. You do not want to overmix. All you want to do is incorporate the wet into the dry. Now, once your mixture is ready, measure your milk into a microwave-safe wet measuring cup, and into that measuring cup, add your butter. Then place it in the microwave and warm it for about 2 minutes, because what we're looking to do is to make sure that that butter melts into the milk, which you can continue to stir with your spoon, and you will notice that it will quickly dissolve. Do not overheat the milk because you do not want it to boil. You just want to get it nice and warm, warm enough to melt your butter. Now, once your butter has melted into your milk, set this mixture aside for just a moment and grab your now empty bowl that you had used for your flour and add this warm mixture into it. Then measure out your oil and add it right into this mixture. And then do the same for the vanilla. Measure it out and then add it to the wet mixture. Now grab the bowl with the batter and bring it near the mixture. I like to use a dry measuring cup to scoop out a little bit of this mixture, and I want to add it to this warm mixture, and then I'm going to incorporate it because I'm looking to temper the mixture so as not to cook the eggs that are in my batter. So I just add a little bit at first and then just use my handheld blender to incorporate it. And then once I've done that and I've tempered my mixture, then continue to use the dry measuring cup to help you scoop in the rest of the batter into this mixture. You can use your measuring cup, and then of course you can use your silicone spatula or spoon to help you get all of that yummy mixture so that you're sure not to leave any of that yumminess behind. Now, once you've added all of that yummy batter in, then turn your handheld mixer on only for a couple of seconds, just to bring those two mixtures together and to form one nice cohesive mixture. Notice I'm doing it on low, and I'm just doing it for a few seconds, just enough to incorporate the two mixtures together. It should only take you a few seconds. Once you get to that point, then you turn off your handheld blender and then switch to your rubber spatula and just scrape down the sides of your bowl to make sure that you get all that yumminess mixed in together. Look at how beautiful and smooth the mixture looks. It is really, really smooth because that super fine caster sugar really helps to make this mixture really light and smooth. And it smells incredible with that vanilla. Wow. So now that your beautiful batter is ready, grab your cupcake tray that has already been lined and grab a spoon, and you're going to fill each of these liners about 2/3 of the way up. You don't want to go all the way up because these are going to grow a little in the oven. So you want to definitely leave a little room for their growth, as you don't want them doming over the cupcake liner. This way you'll have a flatter surface, and when you're going to frost with your rainbow buttercream frosting, it'll be a lot easier and it'll look a whole lot prettier. So don't be tempted to overfill your liners. So now, very carefully, take your cupcake tray over to your oven and place it on a center rack to cook. Then set a 22-minute timer to allow them to fully bake. Their smell is intoxicating with all that yummy vanilla. So good. After the 22 minutes have passed, carefully take them out of your oven and use a toothpick to test the center of one of them to make sure that the toothpick comes out clean. That's when you know they are fully cooked and ready. They are smelling incredible. They are yummy and golden and just smell absolutely divine. After a couple of minutes, very carefully and with the help of the cupcake liner, take the cupcakes out of the cupcake tray and put them onto a cooling rack to fully cool. They need to cool for at least a full 30 minutes before they can be frosted. So now is a great time to get started on that rainbow buttercream frosting. Make sure to measure out your powdered sugar into a medium-sized bowl and add your 2 softened butter sticks to your large bowl and begin to beat on medium speed. You're looking to get your butter nice and creamy. Continue to beat as needed until you see that all your butter has become creamy, using your spatula to scrape down the sides of the bowl as necessary. Begin adding your powdered sugar in and continue to combine with your handheld blender on medium speed. You are going to continue this process as you gradually add your powdered sugar little by little and just stop as needed and scrape down the sides of your bowl as needed and incorporate all of the powdered sugar into your butter. Once all of your powdered sugar has been added, it is time to add our yummy vanilla. As if it weren't enough, we have that delicious vanilla in our cupcakes, but we also have a full tablespoon of pure vanilla extract in our delicious rainbow buttercream frosting. So add a whole tablespoon of vanilla to your mixture and then turn on your handheld blender for just a moment in order to incorporate it. You are going to notice that your mixture starts to become creamier with the addition of the liquid ingredients. So once you have incorporated your vanilla, it is now time to add your heavy cream. So this we're going to do a few tablespoons at a time. We are looking to add a total of about 5 tablespoons to make our mixture nice and creamy. But sometimes it could take 4, 4.5. 5 is really what usually works for me, but add it little by little and just start to bring it together until you see that your mixture has become nice and creamy, adding more as needed. As I said, I think 5 is the optimal number, but in the end, it's really going to be up to you. Just scrape down the sides of your bowl and make sure your mixture is nice and creamy and ready. Now, once your buttercream is ready, it is time to divide it into 5 different bowls. Why are we dividing it? Because we're going to be making different colors, so it is important to have them completely separate from one another. So just grab a spoon and then just scoop some out into a bowl. It doesn't have to be perfectly divided. Just do your best to divide it into 5. Now, grab one of your gel colors and open it up, and then grab your toothpick or your bamboo skewer, whatever you're using, and dip it into your gel color, and then use that to add it to your buttercream. You can add as much or as little as you'd like, because obviously the more you add, the deeper your color will be. But if you decide that you want to add more, then always clean your skewer very well with a paper towel or use another one before dipping it back into your gel coloring. And with one of your 5 spoons, give it all a really nice mix. You're going to notice that the color starts to deepen and it starts to become very well incorporated. If you're satisfied with the color, perfect. If not, then add a little bit more. It's really up to you what tones you're looking for, what colors you prefer. This is completely up to you. Have fun with it. Now, once you're satisfied with your color, then grab a tall glass and either a Ziploc bag or an empty piping bag. I'm showing you how to do this with a Ziploc because this part does not require any special tools or even a piping tip. It's as simple as grabbing a Ziploc bag and adding your buttercream frosting to it. Of course, if you'd like to use piping bags for each of your colors, that's totally fine, but it really isn't necessary. Whatever you prefer is fine. So add it with your spoon and then just push it in so that it goes to the corner of your Ziploc bag. You want to try to get it as much as you can towards the corner of your bag as we will be using it to pipe. Once you've added all of your first color in, remove your Ziploc bag from the glass and just help the buttercream fall into the corner. And this is what it should look like once it's been filled. You can just use your hands to push it towards the corner and that's it. This one is ready. Just place it aside and then continue to do this process over and over until you've created 5 colors of your liking. Remember, the choice is up to you. Use whatever colors you want. Once you've created all 5 of your colors, line your counter with some plastic wrap. Make sure it's a nice long piece. And then you are going to use each of your bags as a piping bag. So what you do is you grab a scissor and you cut off the end of your Ziploc bag. And then you are going to use this bag to pipe this mixture onto the plastic wrap. So of course, be very careful and make sure to eliminate the corners of the plastic bag. Make sure that you throw those out. And then once you do, use the Ziploc bag to pipe this buttercream frosting onto the plastic wrap. So what you're going to do is you're just going to squeeze your bag and you're going to just form a nice long line of buttercream frosting. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just squeeze as you go along. If you missed a spot, go back. If you have some extra, just put it right on top. It does not have to be perfect. We're just looking to make 5 rough lines of buttercream frosting. Now, as expected, repeat the process with the next color. The same process, just cut the tip and then use the bag to pipe the frosting right alongside the other color. We are going to repeat this process until we've piped all 5 colors onto our plastic wrap. Now, once we've piped all 5 colors onto the wrap, then grab the edge of the plastic on one end, on the end furthest from you, and just gently roll the colors on top of each other. Just use the plastic wrap to allow the colors to fall on top of each other. And then ever so gently, just grab your plastic from the other end and just roll it on top of your rainbow buttercream frosting. You have created a tube of sorts of frosting. So now grab both ends and then just twist your plastic wrap a little just to secure your buttercream frosting within the plastic wrap. Now, grab your piping bag that you have already fitted with your tip and grab this tube of frosting and you're going to use your scissor and you are going to cut off one end of the plastic wrap to allow this frosting to flow in your piping bag. So grab it as shown and then just cut off one of the ends so that you can take this tube of frosting and place it inside of your piping bag with the open end facing down. As I mentioned earlier, I'm using tip 199, which is a star tip, But you can use a variety of tips. This is the tip I'm going to be using in this example. But remember, these are your cupcakes. Do them as you please. So now grab a cupcake that is fully cooled because it's been at least 30 minutes since we pulled them out of the oven. So they are fully cooled. And grab your bag from the top the way I'm showing you and give it all a little squeeze. And then use your other hand to hold it a little lower along the bag and then squeeze and ever so gently go around in a circle as shown to pipe the lovely buttercream frosting onto your delicious vanilla cupcake. Notice that as you go along, the colors start to show and they're going to create a beautiful rainbow effect. Now let's do that one more time so I can show you how to get this beautiful spiral look. You start in the center and then just work your way around and just ever so gently squeeze your piping bag as you work and then just make a spiral opening up as you go until you get to the almost edge of your cupcake. Once you're there, then just go back on top of your rainbow buttercream frosting, and then this time you're going to work your way in towards the center. So just keep piping and squeezing as you go, and then ever so gently just lift and stop squeezing. And look how beautiful these look. Now using the same tip, I'm going to show you how to make a completely different design. Look at how pretty this one is. And I haven't even changed the tip. Of course, if you choose to change the tip and try different ones, then go right ahead. But for the examples today, I'm going to use the same tip and just show you how you can make a variety of looks using that same exact tip. For this adorable look, we are going to use a technique that we just squeeze and gently release. So apply the buttercream frosting by squeezing and then lifting and gently releasing. Squeeze, lift, squeeze, lift, squeeze, lift, squeeze, lift. You're making sort of little droplets and you're just going to go all the way around and you're going to turn your cupcake as you work, and that way you can leave your piping bag pretty much in the same position the whole time and then just turn the cupcake as needed so that you continue to make first your outer circle, then an inner circle, and then once you've completed that, then a nice dollop in the middle, and it'll look absolutely stunning. Look at the different colors and how pretty this looks. Spectacular. I use the same tip to make multiple designs. Just get creative. Do whatever you want with your cupcakes. And of course, change the tip if you want to. They're your cupcakes. Have fun. So once you've frosted all of your beautiful cupcakes, if you choose, it is time to decorate them. I'm going to be using some fancy sprinkles, but keep in mind that these sprinkles are for adult use because they do have some pieces that are more for decorative purposes. So be careful and read the instructions on your bottle. I'm also using some super gold luster dust, which is an edible glitter that will give our cupcakes an incredible lovely shine. And anyone who knows me well knows how much I love a good sparkle. Don't these remind you a little bit of that amazing eyeshadow we used in the 80s with all that incredible sparkle? I love it. So now arrange your fancy sprinkles however you choose to on your beautiful cupcakes. Decorate them as you'd like and have fun with it. They are going to look absolutely beautiful as if they're wearing amazing jewelry and are beautifully adorned. Look at how pretty these look. Absolutely spectacular. I love them. I'm feeling fun and festive already. They are so beautiful. Almost too good to eat. Almost. So now that you've decorated your cupcakes to your liking, grab your edible glitter, your beautiful luster dust, and grab a flat brush for decorating. And then we are going to use this brush to just dip into our glitter, and then we will use our finger to just help us sprinkle the glitter over our cupcakes. So just grab it as shown and then just sprinkle your glitter onto your cupcakes. Repeat this process a couple of times over each of your beautiful cupcakes to give them an incredible, beautiful shine. And of course, this type of glitter comes in different colors, so get creative. Use whatever colors you'd like. How absolutely beautiful do these cupcakes look? And when the light hits them, they have an incredible, beautiful glow. They are absolutely spectacular. Tell me that these don't look festive and fun and celebratory. These are really just absolutely incredible. Anyone you make these for is going to feel really special because you've taken the time to create something really, really beautiful. These are really, really great to celebrate any special occasion. Just look at how beautiful they are. I can't get over that beautiful sparkle and those lovely colors. They're spectacular. I love them. They are perfect to set out on a beautiful display, to serve on any festive occasion, or of course, just to make any regular day feel special. I could look at these all day long. They are so beautiful, but the aroma that they emit is unbelievable. The vanilla in the cupcake and the vanilla in that delicious rainbow buttercream frosting is all over. You can smell it just as you get near them. They are spectacular. And on the inside, they are light and fluffy. And that buttercream is creamy and delicious. Really, these are that good. Store-bought, forget it. Mixes, forget it. This is the way to go when you want to do something really, really special. And the fun part about these cupcakes is that you can customize them any way you want. You can make this frosting and keep it a single color or a couple of colors. You can just use a few colors depending on the season or on the occasion for a holiday. It is really incredible. You can do so much with it. You are going to love having this recipe. These beautiful cupcakes will stay fresh on your counter for a couple of days, but after that, place them in a container with a lid that you can store in the refrigerator. You do not want these to go to waste, but I don't think they're going to last that long. They are so tasty and just so beautiful. They are irresistible. You are really, really going to love these cupcakes. You may even want to consider making 18 cupcakes and doing a recipe and a half of the cupcake batter, because you will have a little extra rainbow buttercream frosting and you don't want that to go to waste. Of course, you can use it on cookies or brownies or whatever you have in your pantry. So how fun was that? They are not only fun, but they're absolutely delicious. That vanilla cupcake is delicious. I wish you could smell it. And that lovely, colorful rainbow buttercream frosting just brings it over the top. It is incredible. You are going to love this recipe. Trust me. No, better yet, don't trust me. You're going to have to try to make this recipe yourself. So remember to have fun. Make this recipe your own. Decorate as you wish. Add sprinkles, don't add sprinkles, change the colors, do whatever makes you happy. This is all about some yummy, yummy cupcakes and a whole lot of fun. So if you've enjoyed today's recipe, don't forget to like, comment, and share. And most importantly, remember to subscribe to my channel and to touch that little notification bell so that you don't miss out on upcoming amazing recipes that I have planned for you. See you next time. Sally, that girl in the kitchen.